my filter. There we go. Are you guys ready for some cards? All right, let's get this party started. Hopefully you have some coffee. I brought the calendar just in case anybody's interested in a free reading. And let me get set up. Pull you up down here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. This is Bohippianlife. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. If you're interested in the reselling portion of my channel, I leave links in the description box of most all of my videos. This live stream is all about the cards. Oracle, True Love reading cards, Tarot cards. And once I get set up, we'll get this party started. Alrighty. So I hope everybody's having a great day. If it's evening, wherever you're viewing from, I hope your day was the best ever. And again, put my top chat into live chat so everybody is viewable. And get the chat started with a big hello. And my email address. Whoops. That's a dot and not a comma. Yep, perfect. I will highlight it, put it at the top of the chat. If anybody is interested in a free card pull. I'm sorry, a free card reading. Since these are free, I am booked all the way out until September, but it gets you on the list. All right, let's get these cards out. Standard Tarot. Subscriber favorite, the Enchanted Map Oracle, we have the Crows. These are also an oracle. Whoops. Currently being used as our card of the day as well. I have both Earth oracles, Earth Magic and Earth Wisdom. I will put these off to the side. We have the messages from the mermaids. These are an amazing deck as well. Hope, hello, welcome. How are you? We have the mermaids as well. What is going on here? I have got a mess. Look at this list started. We have Hope. I'm doing great. I am doing great. You're really good. Awesome. Goat fam, hello, welcome. Can I cover the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit? You could just like delete that. Hello, good morning. I have to remember how to pronounce your name. Goat fam, retracted something. Raj, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome, my friend. How are you? Yeah, so I'm not sure. Ronnie, hello, welcome. Would you like your name on the list for a free card pull? So I'm not sure if Goat is still here. Let's put Goat on the list, just in case. Goat fam. Let's put Ronnie on the list. Hope is first. And you guys, bear with me. I will be right back. I have to make sure my assistant is not getting in trouble and let her out by herself for a moment. are good. This is... Okay. We should be good now. We should be good. What did I miss? She has been. She has been good. But you can't leave her out there very long. You know, she has a timer, just a couple of minutes. In case I forgot, we also have the True Love reading cards as well. I was like, it was starting to get a little warm in here. I was like, how come the air hasn't kicked on? But it just did. All right, Hope, do you know what deck you would like? Adorable little bookmark from my kid. Love these things. A love card it is. That's a great one. I love the handmade gifts. I am all about that. Let me check to see what this furnace is, air conditioner said on, you guys. One moment. Okay, we're good. Yesterday, it was so beautiful. The pool was not shockingly cold at all. Have you ever been in that pool where you start to get into it and then your body starts to cramp up because it's so cold? Yep. Yeah, so it's finally, not like that. And today is going to be another gorgeous day. So I'm getting my work done early. Hopefully, getting my work done early. Hope you have 2 cards that fell. You guys, don't forget your coffee. And the one that I was chatting on is doing an update. The first card you have, Hope, is the forgiveness card. You've had this one recently. This is the one that has the mantra, I forgive myself, I forgive myself, I forgive myself, I am forgiven. When you forgive yourself and you forgive others, you can create more space for love and light to flow in. The quickest and simplest way to reconnect with your greater sense of personal worth and let more love into your life is to forgive yourself completely. All right, so what do we have going on here? Technical difficulties down here on the laptop. So most people think that forgiveness is about forgiving someone else. But when you start with self-forgiveness, you quickly feel more lovable, and you find it much easier to accept others and forgive willingly when you need to. This creates space in your life for more joy and a deeper and deeper personal connections. All right, let's see if we are up, if I finally have everybody. All right. So the last person I am seeing is Raymond. Is Raymond the last newest one? We'll get Raymond on the list. It looks like it. Perfect. Thank you, Hope. Oh, you have the emotional card. I love this card. You are welcome, Raymond. All right, you guys. So we have a small list, but if you be patient, we will get through it as quickly as we can. Because I have a way of chitter-chattering. Oh. There we go. So emotional freedom is not about keeping secrets from your mate. You may succeed in deceiving your partner, but you cannot deceive yourself in the long run. Rather, emotional freedom is about acknowledging the different attitudes and perspectives each person holds and create a relationship that can embrace them all. Then each of you will feel free to think, speak, and act authentically while sharing the uniqueness of your experience with each other. This generates a feeling of mutual support, care, and understanding, and leads to an amazing freedom that celebrates the truth of who you are. True emotional freedom is liberating in its ability to embrace individuality in yourself and others. Next, we have Raj. You are welcome, my dear. So you can choose any deck you want. You can use the True Love ones we just used for Hope. We have the Tarot. They do. They have a way of knowing. They're amazing. I love to read cards. So we have the True Love ones. We have the Tarot. We have all 5 oracles. We have the Crows. Work related. All right, so it's a work related. Magic. Hope, who are you picking magic for? Yourself or Raj? Let me move these. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Hope. Yeah. Actually, I knew that. I was just testing you, my friend. Kidding. All right. So we are going to consult the a different book I have for Raj and his work related question. Whoops. Hope you cracked me up. So Hope, honestly, have you tried the apple trick yet? And then again, and then how many times? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Coffee. You have the Queen of Wands. So this will take me a moment because we have to look deeper. The first card is a Queen. And work related, if I can find it, oh my goodness. So work related, oh gosh, I'm losing my spots. There we go. This card indicates independence, and it shows a strong person capable of making good judgments and commanding respect. This is a strong card in career questions, symbolizing that your own personal power must be drawn into circumstances. It is time to take the lead and stamp your authority on the situation. With regard to finance questions, this card suggests taking the advice of independent consultants. Let's see what they say for you. Then the next one you have is a Three of Wands. Again, the first card says you should speak to independent consultants, especially if you're thinking about starting a business. Shane, hello. Welcome. Are you like talking about a treadmill that literally one you work on? Yeah, I've had one. I've had all those. You know what? They suck. You might as well just do a regular walk. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Treadmills are really good. They're great. They you can get your miles in so much faster. But yeah. Susan, hello, welcome. I'm just kidding, Shane. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. They're cute to cut them that way. Okay, yeah. Three of Wands. I'm sorry, Raj. Let's get to the Three of Wands. Career-wise, you have to give me some grace. I really get distracted quite easily. Career-wise, the Three of Wands represents, it indicates investment and often the appearance of practical help and a mentor. It shows the beginning phases of our projects with no sense yet of how they will fare. This is a positive card showing a takeoff in business or career, which is likely to bring appropriate rewards. However, Raj, it does warn that there is not much we can do now to change what we have set in motion. And then the next card you have is the Nine of Wands. So all these cards have a different meaning per question. So it's not the same health if you have a health question as it is for a career question. So career, the Nine of Wands indicates the necessity to have a solid review. One really needs to know who is standing with you and who is standing against you in projects you have in hand. It may appear that people are fighting against you or blocking you. However, it could be that they are trying to protect you from taking on too much. This card indicates a time of caution in your career. So just remember that, Raj, you don't have to do it all. It seems they're all positive cards. They're all wands. All three are yes cards, Raj. All three are yes cards. Congratulations. And I hope this business of yours is positive. Good vibes. I hope it brings you everything you hope it does. And oh my gosh, and as long as you are sincere and good with heart, yeah, you'll do just fine. But remember, you don't have to do it all yourself. So let people help you. Well, you can't go wrong there. People are traveling. You know what? I don't know if this helps, but in my experience, if you can offer guaranteed safe motorcycle storage, a place where people can literally lock their motorcycle up while traveling, you're going to see more. You'll see a lot of motorcycle traffic. That's what we look for when we are traveling with our motorcycles. A place that we can safely, somewhere we can take ride our motorcycles to and lock them up and know that nothing's going to happen to them. Because we know people who've gone into their hotel room, does not matter where, if it's a motel or a hotel. If you leave your bike out there, you come back, they've been gone. People will take them. No, it doesn't even matter if you have your key in it or not. So if you can offer storage with a lock, individual per room for motorcycles, yeah, it'll be a good business. All right, so next we have Goat Fam. If you are still here, see, that's what happens. I chitter chatter a lot. You are welcome, one. Well, I'm not so sure if I would call them useless, please. It's just that there's just so much. There's just not enough of the police. And they definitely don't pay them enough money for the situations for their job. I'm telling you. They're not. My father my stepdad, worked in the sheriff's department. He retired from the sheriff's department. And they are underpaid, overworked, and underappreciated. It's so hard. It's so hard when it comes to theft. Unless you have some literal proof that these people took it or whatever, yeah, it's hard to get it back. So that's why they, I personally, in my experience, I stress insurance to people. Even if you don't own your own home, you're renting, renter's insurance. Because there's going to come a day when you're going to wish you had it. You're going to wish you had it. I know, sometimes it's overthinking, but yeah, they're definitely not paid enough, just like our firefighters and all the emergency personnel. Well, I know here you can. Here you can. It is a good idea. It is a good idea. Yeah, what if you're in an apartment complex and the place burns and you lose everything and you don't have insurance, but they do? Yeah, their home is covered, but your stuff isn't. That would be so horrible. Yeah. Yeah, Hope, let me know. I'm curious if the UK offers it. So, Goat Fam, you have the Six of Cups. And let me get my book. This card represents summertime. It's a positive card, so it's a yes card. It's an emotions card, and it represents leveling up and looking at things through the innocence of childlike eyes again, childlike wishes, first time feelings, first time flutters. This card can represent a reunion and maybe quite possibly rekindling something from the past. Sixes represent a flip in energy and that things are being taken to another level. So something may have just recently happened to bring about this change, flip in energy. There's also the Page of Swords. The page usually comes with a message. Swords represents fighting, arguing, disagreement. This one represents new horizons and moving on. Again, another 6, representing that something has just recently happened to change things and take it to another level. There's an 8 of Pentacles representing an abundance. It represents gains. Used to be, because it's pentacles, it meant just money. But riches is so much more than money. So I've changed it to gains, all forms of gains. The 8 is a journeyman's card, where a 3 of Pentacles is an apprenticeship card. So somebody who's learning. This one represents you have already learned. You have the experience. You've been there, done that, and you may have gotten a t-shirt. And also, you have a major arcana card. You have the Fool card. This card is not calling you a fool. This card just represents one's self in the deck. In Tarosophy, it represents you, and that you are going on an unexpected journey, and to follow your path. Don't be held back by people who call you a dreamer. And remember, miraculous inventions were created by people labeled as a fool. Again, this Fool card just represents that you are going on a journey. Contents insurance. Is it very expensive or is it cost effective? All right, the next we have is Ronnie. Ronnie, if you are still here, you can choose any deck you want. We have the Tarot that we just used. We have the True Love that we used for Hope. We have the Crows. We used Tarot. We have the Crow. We have the Mermaids. We have the Enchanted Maps. These are all oracles. I know. Insurance here is expensive too. And it's like if you're under a certain age, it's even more expensive. It's like, how do you expect young people, young new families to survive? People can't afford this stuff. So we will continue with the Tarot. I agree. And it's also based on your credit score as well. So if you have a bad credit score, your insurance is higher. Everything is higher. All your bills are higher. If you have a good credit score, it's reflected in the price of your bills and stuff. I guess that's how you say it. All right, Ronnie. One, two, or is that 3? At least one more. Oh, there it is. All right, so we have 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Credit score is very important. But it's, I mean, it's a double-edged sword because it's important, but you make things so expensive that nobody can, get their score up there. It's like, just drop the prices down a little bit. You'll see that you sell more often, and you will make more money. I don't know. Maybe that's not how you're supposed to think about it. Anyway, so Ronnie, you have the 7 of Cups. Again, Cups represents emotion. It's an emotions card. It represents summertime. It's a yes. It's a positive. This card represents inspiration, imagination, everything positive. You see, all those cups are overflowing with everything. You are just like bubbling over with inspiration and imagination. Sevens are closer to a 10 than they are a 1. Tens being the completion of a cycle, ones being the beginning. The 7 represents reorganizing. So in order to keep all of this, what worked in the beginning may not be working quite so well. And all it means is it's just time to reorganize, to keep your cups full. Oh, I didn't even notice you had the star card, a major arcana. It's a positive card. It's a yes card. It represents everything positive and good. You may feel inspired right now. You may feel a strong connection to the healing. You have an optimistic outlook for the future. And again, you may have a deep connection to your spirituality. Again, it represents hope, light, visions, a renewed hope, light, and visions. And it represents that prosperity will come from what you do best. There's nothing bad. There's nothing negative about this card at all. Everything about it is happy, positive, and good. And most importantly is that you feel inspired. Then you have the World card. This card represents a successful completion, but a slow, successful completion. So the world doesn't spin fast. It spins slow. So that's why it's on the World card. It will be successful, but it's going to be slow. It's obviously it's positive. So a good way to explain it, a good example is maybe you've chose a specific career and you have to go to college for so many years. You're going to be successful, but it's just going to take longer. I hope that example works. Then you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, they usually come with a quest. And this quest is for you to keep on your path. This is a corresponding card, and it represents that all will benefit as long as you, my friend, stay sincere with heart. Raymond, my friend, you are next. I have to warm my cup up. So Raymond, if you're still here and you have a question or whatever it is, but if you have a question, go ahead and pop that in there now while I get my fresh drink. Okay, so it's a little full. I filled it up a little much. All right, give me one moment here. I don't want to make a mess. Oh my goodness, that's a great cup of coffee. So let's catch up on the chat, see who I missed. Christy, hello, welcome. It's been a little while. How are you, my friend? Cheers. Oh my gosh, Hope, how adorable. So, back in the 90s, here in the United States, Blockbuster was huge. And we went all the time, even had a membership. So I'm really, really surprised that we still have one. I thought they were all closed up. Let's get Christy on the list. Raymond, perfect timing. Yeah, and then they would have like when you went to pick your movie out, they would have something special. What was what was the block? Maybe it was a yellow star. It was something that would represent a blockbuster favorite, like an employee favorite recommended movies. Oh my gosh, I loved Blockbuster. It was like a Friday night thing. When I was done with work, I would go cash my check, generally stop at KFC and pick up a bucket of chicken for me and the kids, and well, Blockbuster, and then chicken and go home. And it would be a movie night all night, usually sometimes into the weekend. Oh my gosh, Hope, that would be amazing. Like the drive-ins are coming back again, finally. There's one in Dunkirk, which is a few towns over, on Vineyard Drive. It's literally called the Vineyard Drive In. I know they're so fun. They're so fun. All right, Raymond, this will be love for you. When I was a little girl, so we moved to Texas when I was very young. And you can, work at a younger age in Texas. Well, you could back then anyway. Um, and one of our neighbors, they owned back then it was a VCR movie store. So you could rent the VCR tapes and you could also rent the VCR machines. Oh, thank you. My American flag nails. I love them. I've gotten so many compliments on them. Hazal Safi, hello, my friend. Welcome. Welcome. Damien, hello. Welcome. All right, let's get the newcomers on the list. And then we'll finish these for Raymond. Hazal. Safi. And Damien. Technician. I'll just be Damien Tech. Welcome back, my friends. Well, hopefully you can pop back in for your card readings. Gosh, I can't even remember my first drive-in movie. All right, Raymond. So these are about love. So I'm going to put this book aside and pull this book out. And the first card you have, Raymond, is the Magician card. It's a positive card. It's a yes card. And let's see what the Magician has for love. It'll just take me a moment to find it in the book. Okay, Raymond. This card indicates a powerful drive within the relationship and a coming together of different aspects to make a single whole. Whilst it may not be dramatic, there is a slight warning that communications could be tricky or changeable. This may not be a relationship you can quite pin down. Hazal Safi, you want a career? Absolutely. I have you on the list for that. Raymond, the next one you have is the Knight of Wands. And this card, Knight in relationships, indicates passion and adventure. It is, um, it is always an indicator of new excitement in your life, which will fulfill your vision. However, Raymond, you must be careful that this passion does not burn out soon, or does not burn out too soon, lest you become entirely consumed by it. And then you have the World card. And the World in relationships indicates a realistic attitude and wholeness to the relationship. All things are for the good, and it is a relationship which has real connection. It can indicate in some positions that the relationship has become too mundane, and its advice would be to spice things up a bit. Raymond, I hope that helps. And Shane is next. You guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please, please, please. It helps so much with the analytics. What do I see about Oregon? Bend, Oregon is where the Blockbuster is. All right. Did not know that. Thank you. That is super cool. You'll probably have to rent a machine, as people probably don't have a DVD player attached to their TVs anymore. Or a game system that can play them. So make sure you take one with you. I've never been to Oregon. I've been as far over as Kansas, all the way down to New Mexico. I've been all the way from New York to Texas, New York to Florida, but not west, any further than Kansas. Of course, you can always get the little DVD player, you know, the little travel ones. That's not what they're called. You know what I mean? I don't think what they're called. Brain drain. So, Shane, the first card you have is a Six of Swords. Swords represents the autumn season. Absolutely, Christy. One for John. Six of Wands. Swords. I apologize. Swords. This card represents new horizons and moving on. It represents that something recently has happened to change things. And you can see, because swords generally represents like fighting and disagreements. The water is, you know, choppy. Moving on, you can see everything is bundled up nice and neatly. All the possessions are bundled up in the boat, moving on to new horizons. And the waters that you're moving on to are calm. You have the Five of Cups. Cups represents summertime, and it's an emotion card. This card represents loss, but that something still remains. It can represent that three have been taken and two remain. It also can represent an inheritance, like a patrimony, which is inheritance from a father or a male figure. Um, it can represent shame and guilt because of this loss as well. And it can also represent frustration or a bitter marriage. Frustration in a marriage or a bitter marriage. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles representing gains. In the Knight represents, this person is reliable. It represents somebody you know. It may be you. This person is reliable. They're dependable. They'll do anything for anybody. But when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This person is very commitment phobic. Just so you know. Susan is next. My friend, if you are still here. Oh my gosh. Where is the best place? You know, I don't know if I have a favorite place at all. There's so many beautiful places to see in the United States that I suggest that if you just have an opportunity, go and see them. Niagara Falls is in the United States. It is gorgeous. Not very far from us. You have Grand Canyon. Oh my gosh, I don't know. There's just so many. But I could probably make a list for you. I'm not sure if Susan is still here. It is huge. It is huge. We have 4. Well, Hope, make a list. You know, a good thing would be just maybe ask the top 20 places to see in the United States and see what you get. Make yourself a bucket list. All right, these are for Susan. Now, she generally does not pick the tarot cards. That's why I chose them. Poor Susan. I feel so badly for what she's going through. Thank goodness the fire is hopefully getting contained. 40% is a start. Man, when she told me she was evacuated, oh my gosh, my heart dropped for her. Oh, really, Hope? That is cool. There's probably so many people in America who's like, are like, I would love to live in the UK. Isn't that crazy? That's like people with straight hair want curly hair. People with curly hair want straight hair. People with green eyes want blue or brown. You know what I mean? I know. And there's what are there, like 3 fires they're battling in New Mexico. It's crazy. So we have the 4 of Wands. This card represents welcome, a celebration, quite possibly a family visit. But the most important thing is that you can see that it's happy, welcoming. These people are happy to see you, and these ones, everybody's waiting for you. So it's a yes card. It's a positive card. And you have the Lovers card. This too is a positive card, and it says that nothing should be held back. Be open and transparent, Susan, even if it exposes you to feelings of vulnerability. Especially if it has anything to do with a family visit. Yeah, nothing should be held back. You have the Page of Swords, representing disagreement. And the page says to withdraw and get some air. Choose your words wisely, for they can be sharp, just like the sword. And they can make or break a difficult situation. So yes, even though it says, let's go back to the Lovers. Even though the Lovers card says nothing should be held back, just choose your words wisely. And then you have the Chariot, another major arcana. This card represents finally forward movement, where you may have been felt like you've been moving like this because this represents Cancer, and the zodiac sign for Cancer is a crab, and that moves sideways. Again, this card represents finally forward movement. But it also represents that you should take the road less traveled. It can represent presumption, vengeance. Again, take the road less traveled. It'll be more beneficial for you, Susan. And the next one is John. Yes. And we will continue with the tarot unless John would prefer a different deck, Christy. Which in that case, we have the Enchanted Map Oracle. We have the Crow Oracle. We have the Mermaid Oracle. I have two more oracles. So, Map, Crow, Mermaid, and two Earth ones. Wisdom and Magic. And my friends, if that's not enough, we also have True Love reading cards. Ta-ta! So my friends, you can choose any one you want. If it's too much, I'll just choose for you. So you guys, I have a DIY I'm going to work on this afternoon. What? Halloween already? Don't swear like that. Is it really? Wow. I love a good deal, though. I do love a good deal. And if you can buy it early, hope. You crack me up, girlfriend. I'm the type of person, when I buy something, I don't want to see it on everybody else. You know what I mean? I like to be unique. So if you can buy it first, that way nobody else will have it. All right, let's stick with the tarot. Oh my gosh, you should. Hope you should do a shop with me at TJ Maxx. But don't show what you purchase. And then do another video, Hope, on what you purchased. And then you can review them. Do a review one later. See, 3 videos right there. And don't forget to step on all the little sensor buttons. They're so fun. Or don't they set them up? You are welcome, Christy. So this is going to be for John. And then we'll pull Christy's next. And then Hazal Safi. And then Damien. It is called TJ Maxx. That's not what it's called. It's called TK Maxx. No way. How cool is that? And you're welcome. Yeah, I know. Congratulations on your subscribers, Hope. You're doing awesome. All right, so this is for John. There we go. 1, 2, 3. In my experience, Hope, subscribers like, in my experience, they like to see keeping it real, you know, and you keep it real, my dear. Keep it, and they love you for it. I love your channel. You're awesome. Don't ever stop being you. Don't change. John, the first card you have is the Devil card. Now, Christy, would John like a specific explanation, meaning for these cards? And what I mean is it can be career, it can be health, it can be love, it can be lifestyle, it can be education, and it could be just self-development. You're welcome, Hope. You're welcome. So anybody who is here and have not yet subscribed to Hope's channel or anybody else's channel in the chat, we are all about helping each other out. What's the motto? What are friends for if you can't use them? Oh, that's not it. Be kind. Ah, shoot. All right. So we have the Devil card. We'll just do it in general until I hear something back. Albert, hello, welcome. Welcome. Did you hear that? Oh, goodness. The Devil card is a major arcana card. This is a neutral energy card. It's not a negative card. Because it represents that you, my friend, are holding yourself, you're keeping yourself prisoner. It says stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. Just do it. And it also represents something that is predestined. There's nothing you can do about it. It is predestined, but not for evil or violence or anything like that. It may take some extra effort, but again, stop holding yourself in a state of fear. Stop avoiding situations. You can do it. All right, we're just going to do an in general one. You also have the another major arcana card, the Death card. Now, John, don't freak out. This doesn't mean you're going to wake up not breathing tomorrow. That's not what this means. This card represents change in that it is inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it. That's why it's on the Death card. There's nothing we can do about that. It's a neutral energy card. It's an inevitable change. You may already be going through this change, and it's going to be very transformative. You're going to like who you become. And you have a Three of Cups. It's a positive, it's a yes, it's an emotions card. A Three of Cups represents celebration, quite possibly a wedding. And again, go for it. Stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear, again, and go for it. I have dates for you with this card. July 2nd through July 11th. I don't know if that means anything for you, my friends. Christy, you are next. Do you want to stick with the tarot? You guys got to tell you a story. So I was telling you about the DIY I'm going to do. That's why I'm going to hopefully get it completed today. And I'm glad you asked. What is this DIY I'm doing? Well, my friends, it's going to be a stoned fairy house. Not that. No, stone. This kind of stoned. So, if you're interested, that video will be loading soon. Yeah, I'm super excited. I haven't made one in quite a while. And usually, as soon as I make them, my grandkids, I will totally do love. My grandkids or my kids will take them immediately. I mean, they're fairy houses. You have to have one. So you can also use them as a toad house if you want. So, yeah, I'm super excited. So my friend Tammy, also known as Talk on here, gave me a huge box of rocks, and we'll be using those. So that will be scheduled. That's only if it goes right. And I mean, it is 80 some odd degrees out, but it should work perfectly. Can you number the cards to yourself? Okay, perfect. Yes, you can. So let me shuffle these up real good, and we will look love up for you with it. One more good one, Christy. And then Hazal Safi is next. Top or bottom? Fifth from the top or fifth from the bottom? Oh my goodness. Okay. Have I mentioned I'm not a professional? I'll do the best I can to put them here. So, we have the standard tarot. You guys know that. Just peeking out a little bit. Then we have the oracles. Map, 1. Crows, 2. Mermaid, 3. And then the 2 earth ones. I will totally pull a love card for John. I know, you're right. She did pick love, and then for some reason I was thinking love through the tarot. Me too. It's me. It's totally me. It's not you. Have you ever heard that before? It's me. It's not you. Well, this is it true. That is so true. It's me, not you. So, let's do. So the love card is for John. Absolutely. We'll do that. And perfect. That's perfect. Can absolutely pick whichever one you want, Christy. I know. What's up with the 5? We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, 4, 5. Or the tarot. Or love. 5. Perfect. Well, I made that so difficult. Let me move these out of the way. And then before we're done, we'll do the love card for John as well. Has anybody heard from Amanda? I'm going to have to send her an email, make sure see if she's doing okay. I know she said she's been busy working and painting. So I'm sending good vibes out to Amanda, thinking about her. There we go. Christy, you have the nurture card. That's me too. You are not a humbug at all. No, 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 no. Don't think that. We are unique. We are unique. And I don't mean like unique up on somebody. Nurture. So, Christy, milkweed supports self-care and encourages healthy nourishment. But I suggest you practice uniquing up on people quietly. No. Milkweed supports self-care and encourages healthy nourishment, and as such helps with weight issues, eating disorders, oral addictions, and digestive issues. This word, I have no idea how you pronounce, so I'm going to write it in here. CHRYO. Cryopraise? That's probably not it. So however you pronounce that, is a stone of nurturing and bringing energy to the physical body in our chaotic modern life. It's easy to forget to take care of yourself. Your body and soul exist together. The health of one affects the health of the other. When you begin to take better care of your body, including getting enough sleep, your soul also grows stronger. Milkweed attracts butterflies, a symbol of transformation. Care for yourself and watch transformation unfold. My body and spirit are united, and I take care of them both. Fresh air, deep sleep, healthy food, and joyful movement support my body and soul. So, get out, get some fresh air. If you have any crystal stores around you, or, go online, maybe see if you can't find this stone and carry it with you. And take care of yourself. Let's pull that love card for John. So you want to hear, I have another story. I'm so glad you asked to hear about it. So you guys know that we have chickens and quail. And we have put the baby chickens in with the 2 older chickens. Hope you crack me up. So, this is for John. Last night, my husband goes to feed the chickens. Give them some treats before the night is over. Christy, good. I'm so glad it resonates. Take care of yourself. John has the divine feminine, and I'll read that definition in just a moment. So my husband takes the treats down to the birds. We have this one bird, full-grown hen, real dark feathers, almost black. She is so feisty. Let me tell you what. So she picked up one of the little baby chicks by its neck and threw it up in the air, and the poor thing came down and just dropped. My husband's like, I was doing something with the pool. So he comes to me and he's like, I think the black chicken just killed a baby chick. Where's the shovel? I'm like, oh no. So we get the shovel and we go down to the chicken coop, and the poor little bird is just laying in a ball. Poor thing. So we open the door and it slightly moves, like, help, help. It looks at us with one eye. So he scoops it up and he's like, what are we going to do? I said, well, if it's going to die, we're going to hold on to it, until it passes away. We're not going to let it pass away by itself, right? All lonely. So I pick it up and I'm holding it and I'm talking to it, patting it. This poor little chicken is looking up at me like, oh, I only have one more breath. And then it stretched its wings. So anyway, we put it in a big, huge tote all by itself all night long with water, food, extra treats. And so I go out bright and early this morning, and that little bird was just witching away. She was mad. Of course, I don't know if it's male or female, but this bird was ticked off because it was all by his lonesome. So here I pick it up and I'm making sure it's all right and moving its arm, checking the little feathers on the back of its neck, and its foot, because it looked like it was walking weird at first last night. And I'm checking everything out. She seems fine. So I took her back down to the chicken coop. Let me tell you what, I felt so bad for that little chicken. I was like, oh, I have no clue what to do. No clue. I mean, I know when you have a cat and a cat is bad, you spray him in the face with water. If you have a dog and a dog is being disobedient, you have a can with a couple coins in it, and you shake that can, and that's their disobedience. What do you do for a chicken? I don't know. Anyway, so John has the divine feminine. Does anybody know what I can do with this chicken as being so disorderly? They have a pecking order? A hierarchy or something? Maybe she's number one? So you have drawn this card today because your heart and intuition are calling out to you, urging you to trust your feminine energy more and more. Take a few minutes to complete the exercise below, reintegrating your divine feminine, and take steps to acknowledge this power within you. The divine feminine is a fundamental form of abundance. And Christy, if you're interested, John is interested in having this exercise, send me an email. I have it highlighted at the top of the chat. Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. Yeah, these little chickens, I tell you what, they're driving me, they're so cute, so comical. I felt so bad for it. Raima? I don't want to pronounce your name incorrectly, but welcome, Raima. If I pronounced it wrong, please let me know. Hazal Safi, you are next, my friend, and you have chosen the career path. So I'm curious if maybe that little chicken is like the runt of the litter. Just talk to her. She does. I'm like, no, be nice. And she goes and walks away. Larry said we need to name her Tyson. Not because of like Tyson meat chicken. No, Tyson as in Mike Tyson. What do you guys think? Yeah. She pulls all these little feathers out on everybody. You know, I was thinking about that, Hope. I was thinking about taking my laptop down. I will. I'm glad you said that. I will totally do that. All right, so this is for Hazal Safi. Career question. 1, 2. Oh. Somebody might offer you some help, Hazal. I feel like that may have been... All right, 1, 2, 3. The career. The first one you have is the... Whoops, wrong one. Oh, that's third. The first one you have is the Queen of Swords. So it's going to take me a couple of moments to look these ones up. You guys, I was so afraid last night. I didn't even want to leave the poor thing alone by itself. Well, it wasn't literally by itself. It was in the shed with the quail, which probably freaked it out even more. Probably thought it was going to really get its little butt beat. Anyway. Here we have the Queen of Swords. And career-wise, this card indicates quick and sharp decision-making in order to gain clarity. This card, it is a card of immediacy, where you must make snap judgments and apply intense thought to your decisions. It is a card of meeting deadlines, being independent, and it can also show an adverse position in a reading, that others are speaking against you. You have the Ace of Pentacles. It takes a little longer to look them up. I truly apologize when it's a specific one and it's not an in general. This card indicates good fortune lies ahead and wealth awaits you. Although it is only the seed of a beginning, it contains great potential for financial reward. This card is an excellent card in all questions of career and finance, and may also indicate a helping hand is being offered in which you should accept. And then you have the Page of Cups. This card says it indicates totally unexpected opportunities and creative release. It can signify artistic direction and um, new or influences in your place of work. It can sometimes advise out of the box thinking. So it is time to take a creative leap and accept the consequences. Be open to surprise. Hazal Safi, I hope that helps you, my friend. I hope that helps you. Next, we have Damien. Today would be a good day to set a camera up for them, because I'm planning on being outside doing that video for the fairy house. So it'd be a good time. Perfect time to do that. All right. All right, Damien. Let's see what we have for you. One. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first card you have is the Hierophant. This is a major arcana. It's a positive card. It's a yes card. Let's hope Tyson doesn't start a fight. All right, so the Hierophant. This is a positive card. It's a yes card. But this card, it represents somebody you know. It says seek wisdom and advice from somebody with knowledge and experience. They reveal the sacred. So again, you literally know this person, whether it's a male or a female, only you know. It's different for everybody. And again, this person, they don't lie. You know they don't lie. They don't tell stories. They don't make... Anyway, talk to them. They will not steer you in the wrong directions. I might be able to help you guys with that. And then, Damien, you have the Death card. Another major arcana. Don't freak out. It does not mean you're going to wake up breathing. It just means that you are in the middle of a very transformative change. This change is inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it. That's the only reason why it's on a Death card. This change, like death, there's nothing we can do about that. There's nothing you can do about this change. It's going to be very transformative. And you have the Judgment card. This card represents change. And this change will be permanent just like this card says, but it's going to be because of past or a life lesson learned. And this change, again, like judgment, is going to be quick and it is going to be clear. And this card wants you to embrace all opportunities that are going to be coming your way because of this change. And you have an Ace of Wands. It represents this start of something new. So you have just completed a cycle and you are on a new one. This card says get out and do something new. As in, really, something new. Something you've never done before. Don't be afraid to do it. Just do it. And then the next card we have is for Albert. I think the quail, they're all adorable, but I love the quail. They are so stinking cute, and they kind of like purr when they're extremely happy, and they really love watermelon and apples. I said apple with P's, not S's. Apples. Yeah, they do. They have this cute little purr. And their eggs are adorable. And they're very, very yummy. Quail eggs are slightly sweeter. All right, so this is for Albert. I just presumed you will. Albert, you can choose any deck you want. So we have the Tarot, which you're getting 3 cards whether you like it or not. And then you have the ability, you can pick any other one you want. I mean, really, I'm Grandma. You're getting these 3 cards, my friend. Oh, shoot. So the first card you have is the Ace of Cups. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, we're right. Ace of Cups. I apologize. All right. Make sure I'm on the right page. This card represents a celebration in the birth of a child. Is that possible? He's like, I don't know. You tell me. He's like, what? It's exactly what the chickens did when the little babies walked out of the house for the first time. I tell you, I swear, they both screamed. They were like, a second ago you were just eggs. Now there's 6 of you? I hope that's not the case for you, Albert. I mean, maybe not. I mean, not 6. But I mean, if so, I mean, good luck. No, just kidding. Just kidding. You also have the Devil card. Again, this is a neutral energy card. It's not a negative. It says to stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear and just do it. It also represents something that is predestined. So it's going to happen anyway, but it is not for any evil reason. So this predestined thing is not evil. It's not a violence or anything like that. It's just, it's predestined. There's nothing you can do about it. You're like, no. And you also have the Emperor card. It's a positive card. It's a yes card. And it says to exercise your authority, but maintain your boundaries. So remember, boundaries are not walls to keep people out. No. Boundaries, Albert, are doors to keep you safe. So if there's 6 of them, you're going to need doors. Lots of them. No. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're like, no kids, no kids. My oldest son has felt that way for years and years and years. I always think maybe one day, he'll give us grandkids. But he's like, oh no, nope. I'm good with nieces and nephews. But again, most importantly, that Ace of Cups, um, it's a celebration card. It doesn't have to be children. It's just a celebration. Um, and it also represents your discover. Let me. Um, you will discover and renew your capacity to feel again. Oh, look, we have a little moth or a little flutterby. It's not very big. Nope, nope, nope. It might come down. Raima, you are next. What's that saying go? Butterfly, butterfly, won't you please flutter by? Something like that. Transformation, they represent. I just watched one this morning, Hope. I have to think of what it was about. Spiders, you're spiders. Here's Raima. I don't even know where it came from, Hope. I have no idea. Kinda touched that way. Kind of special. Yes, the spiders. Oh my gosh. I don't know what you're going to do about that. I don't know what you're going to do about that. Spiders is a very difficult one for me. I don't have a problem with moths at all. And there are some very beautiful ones too. So, Raima, the first one you have is an 8. At first I thought it was white, but it looked like it was a very light brown in color. And it was very tiny, like barely the size of my thumb. The 8 of Swords. Again, swords represents conflict, arguing. It represents the autumn season. And this one here represents that you are restricting yourself. Stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. My friend, you can cope. This card can represent feelings of embarrassment or frustration from failure or disappointment. And this card can also represent bad news on the horizon. You have a 2 of Pentacles. This card is a no card. It represents the winter. And it's a balance and dedication. Balance and dedication. It's the beginning of a new cycle. And it is going to require balance and dedication. Suren, hello. How are you, my friend? You have the King of Pentacles. Again, it's a no card, and it represents winter. This card says that there are opportunities out there. Whoops, is this the King? Yeah. There are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical about these opportunities. You have a 2 of Cups. This card represents something that which nature has sanctified. It can be a relationship, a union. It represents love, passion, friendship, union, affinity, concord. That's an agreement. You have the King of Cups. This card represents, it's a dignity card, and to maintain your composure. Set a good example. You may be somebody's role model, and you don't even know it. So dignity, set a good example, be the person you would want supporting you. And then the last card you have, Raima, is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords says, be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and speak your mind. Remember, you may be a role model for somebody. And we have Suren. And we're going to end today's live stream with Suren's reading. You guys, thank you so much for being here. 95 minutes so far. You guys are the best. All right, so brown is reliable. Gray is stability. Blue is spirit and intuition. So we have seen a lot of blue, Albert. A lot of blue. All right. So you are next. I will be right back, my friend. Just give me one moment. I had to look out the window and make sure that the chicken was okay. Yeah, me either. I was super surprised. My husband asked me yesterday. He said, "Did that blue moth get out of the chicken coop?" And I was like, "A blue one?" And then I saw it and I was like, "Oh my goodness." And it had gotten out. Because I had to rescue a big yellow butterfly from inside the chicken coop. It was stuck in the predator net. So I did the best I could to untangle it. And then it wouldn't let go. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to hurt it. And then the next day, it was still in the chicken coop, but it had been like in this corner. But the following morning, it was way opposite side in the other corner. And I was like, all right, this poor thing. It's not getting water. It's not getting food. I've got to get it out. So finally, I don't know. It must have finally just decided to let go. So I got my hand in through all the layers of the predator net and I held on to its wings. I closed its wings and the little thing just let go. And I closed my hand on it and it took it over to a berry bush. And when it opened its wings, it was as large as my palm. And it just waited a couple of milliseconds and then took off. I know, I felt bad for it. I was like, oh no, I cannot just leave that there to die. I have to take care of it. I just probably messed up a food pyramid somewhere by letting the butterfly survive. So, Suren, are you on a journey? An unexpected journey? If not, you may be soon. All right, Suren. The first card you have is the Strength card. It's a major arcana. It's a positive. It's a yes card. It represents power, courage, generosity through inner strength. It says, stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composures. So be strong like the trees. strong but bendable. Then you have the Empress card, another major arcana. This card represents when components align, it can represent home. It's an understanding card. More creates more. More anger creates more anger. More arguing creates more arguing. Where on the other hand, more smiles and laughter creates more laughter and smiles. So it's an understanding card. And then here's the Fool card. Wow, you have three, Suren. You have three major arcanas. So this card represents that you are on an unexpected journey. It's not calling you names. It's not calling you a fool. No, it just represents you on a journey. It is the very, very, very first card of Tarot representing oneself. So it says to follow your path. Don't be held back by people who say you're a dreamer. And to remember that miraculous inventions were created by people labeled as a fool. My friend, enjoy this unexpected journey. Raymond, absolutely. Albert, good karma. You're right. Good karma. Valerie, hello. Oh my gosh, that's my grandson, Gabriel. Hello, welcome. Gabe, how are you, my friend? My friend. Oh my gosh, my grandson. Let's get Raymond on the list again. So you have Suren, you had three major arcanas that were pulled. What it means, it represents that there is powerful current in your life. Is there more than one person in your love life? And what I mean is, let me rephrase that. Is there more than one love interest? The cards say to follow your path, follow your intuition, take risks, and just do it. Just do it. If you choose wrong, you can always choose again. Choose another path. That's what these cycles in life are all about. And also, and I must, in my experience, and because I'm a grandma, I must state, take the time, if you do get involved in this love life, take the time for the get to know you stage. Don't rush. It's so easy for people to look through rose-colored glasses, and we see what we want to see in the other person. But given time, you may start to see chinks in the armor, cracks in the mold, and so take the time, to get to know you stage, to really see if this is what you want. And again, if you decide you've chosen incorrectly, choose a different path. It's that easy. It is that easy. That's what it's all about. Making sure that you are happy and you choose what is best for you. Raymond. Actually, let's pull one more love for Suren. You're like, there's only one man for me. All right, let's see what they say for you then. One card, and we'll look up the love definition. And then we'll pull one for Raymond. You have the Queen of Wands. Let's look that up in love. All right. Hope, have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me for 105 minutes. Oops. Queen of Wands. This card indicates, this card can often mean that you must take a firmer role in directing the relationship and be more dynamic. It is your time to be attractive and bask in the limelight for a change. If this suits the other partner more, it is possible he or she is doing likewise, which is not benefiting the relationship at this time. Hope, you are welcome. All right, Raymond, let's see what we get. And then we'll pull one for Gabe, if he wants to. Whoops. Well, Raymond, you have, for your question, the very first one you have is a yes card. It's a major arcana. It's the star. And the star is it's a yes card. Here's another yes card. Here's another yes card. You have a lot of yes cards. Every single one you have is a yes card. Except for these two, which represents arguing, conflict. And in order to move forward, you need to talk this out. Suren, you are welcome. Let's get Raymond back on the list. But Raymond, Wands represents days. Something happening fast. So it may be an amount in a few days, Raymond. Let's pull some cards for my grandson Gabriel. His mom's account. Christy, I will pull a tarot for you. Absolutely. Let me pull one for Gabriel. He's my son Christopher's youngest son. All right, Gabe. Let's see what we have for you. 1, 2, 3. Aw, thank you. 1, 2, 3. So, the first card you have is a transformation card. It's a change card. So this is the change card. It represents that it's already happening. And this card probably represents you moving on to your next grade. And you have an 8 of Wands. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. This card represents exciting news and things moving forward. Now, it's going to happen fast. And it represents happiness and well-being, which is like just happiness everywhere. And you have the King of Pentacles. This card represents that there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical. He's like, I am in the middle of a change, Grandma. I'm going into a higher grade. All right, so next we're going to pull one for Christy. Gabe, what are you doing today? So you must have had a half a day. Not even sure if he's here anymore. All right, Christy, let's see what we have for you. And this will be the end. We will end our live stream here after Christy's cards. But we'll be back tomorrow. Same time. Whoa, Christy, there we go. So the first card you have is a Three of Cups. It's a yes card. It's a positive card. It represents a celebration or a wedding. Most important, it represents going for it, Christy. Go for it. You have a Seven of Swords. This card represents, let's find the swords. It represents trespassing and the stealing of ideas. So you may feel like somebody has trespassed upon you, maybe even stolen something from you. And this card represents rest and examination, because a new life awaits. So take the time to rest. This person's not sleeping. No, their arms are not down by their side or folded across their chest. They are steepled in contemplation. Rest in examination because a new life awaits. And then you have Major Arcana, a Chariot. It's a positive. It's a yes. It represents forward movement. But for you to take the road less traveled. Everybody's going this way, which leaves more doors open and more opportunity for you to succeed going the other way. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. And that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's reading, today's live stream. Please give my video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you in the family. So this is June 2025. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So by the end of the year. So share, my friends. Please share. Share with your friends, your family, your frenemies. You never know. There might be something in the playlist that your frenemies are interested in as well. Don't forget to check out my membership levels. I offer 4 of them. Each membership level is a different price. Offers you, the member, something different. Subscribing is always free. That will never change. So again, I hope you have the best day ever. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you in the next video.